Prince on Ice is finally gone. This is a social phenomenon. Yuzuru Hanyu, who won 2 consecutive gold medals in figure skating at the Sochi 2014 and Pyeongchang 2018 Olympics, turned professional in July 2022. As soon as he announced his flash wedding, the collectors of Hanyu immediately began listing on Mercari. Yuzuru Hanyu of marriage announcement legend looking back at treasure trajectory of glory photos. Bulk sale of newspaper articles related to Yuzuru Hanyu, mainly from 2018 to 2023, 299,999 yen. Hanyu Yuzuru 133 volumes, 983,400 yen. There are people who check sports newspapers every day for a long period of time, and sell tigers that have been neatly stored in folders, etc., and people who sell related booklets, such as photo collections and books, for almost 1 million yen. Have you stopped being a fan? August 4, the day Hanyu announced his marriage, is considered auspicious as it coincides with such auspicious days as Tain, Ichiruman Baby and Tenshinichi. In addition, at 11:11 p.m. on the same day, an announcement was made that an electric shock was made during the observance of the obligation one of double eyes. However, it is not clear if the important partner is an artist, an athlete, or even an ordinary person. Hanyu's fans are called Yuzu lists because they are just as enthusiastic as Johnny's fans or more. It seems that there are many older women who have a certain amount of money, and the goods fly. Turning pro, he held a solo performance at the Tokyo Dome for the first time in figure skating history, and official merchandise sales are said to have reached hundreds of millions of yen during the pre-sale. Perhaps it was because he was so enthusiastic that he was slammed into the bottom of despair in response. It is said that the reason why Mr. Hanyu does not reveal any information about the other party is to protect the safety of his wife, told by a reporter from the sports newspaper. Looking at expensive items at the flea market, some sellers of Hanyu goods have been selling them for more than half a year at prices such as 999 million yen, but on the other hand, they have been collecting them for many years. Also, some sellers appeared who have a tragic feeling of selling Yuzu goods at a high price after announcing their wedding. Looking at SNS about expensive listings, prices are too optimistic and seem insane. The enthusiasm to turn passion into money is amazing. There seems to be dissatisfaction in the photo book. There are some comments that backtrack, but when I actually looked at the Mercari, I was able to confirm that a few items were selling for 500,000 yen. When an idol girl gets married instantly or gets a passionate love photo, we sometimes see male fans on social media breaking the CD into pieces and throwing it away, but the women seem to be reliable in this regard. There may be many people who are trying to get back the money they invested in their youth. Even if the fan leaves, this time there will be a sense of revenge for many, and there seems to be a demand for the media to examine the other party's information and report it as soon as possible, said a women's magazine reporter. Prince to a strange princess. An accomplished national star who has also received a National Honors Award may experience life challenges that we cannot imagine. In a new publication about the recently released issue of AERA magazine, some words of Yuzuru are given. Yuzuru said that now he looks objectively at how the clothes look on him, and thinks about how the clothes would like to be seen. Yuzuru admits that this may sound unusual, but when posing for a photo shoot, he listens to the voice of clothes, thinks about how this or that baby wants to be seen. In addition, Yuzuru posed freely, but thought about what angle Mikan Inagawa was shooting from, and what kind of feeling he wanted to create from the photo. On the shooting, which took place less than 6 months ago, Yuzuru first felt the aura from the material of things. He then thought the clothes have a strong will. Yuzuru's AERA Nice Rink store in Sendai, where Yuzuru trains, announced a promo in honor of Hanyu's marriage. Starting August 10, the store will start a sale and will give gifts, badges and various discontinued goods. 7 items will be offered at half price of 4,400 yen, regular price 8,745 yen. Only 1 set will be available per person. Official delivery will be exclusively in Japan after August 21st.